story begins by introducing the Seer family, who are driving back to their Norwegian hometown of Edda after many years away. At the wheel is Turid, accompanied by her two sons, Magna and Loritz. While happy to be home, it is clear that unfortunate circumstances force their return. We quickly learn of Magna's deeply helpful nature. As they enter town, their car is blocked by a man whose wheelchair is stuck. Magna immediately gets out to help, not just freeing the man but assisting him across the road. At that moment, an old woman appears, her eyes fixed on Magna. She says, "You are kind-hearted and helpful. This will help you in life." She touches his forehead, and suddenly Magna feels something strange stir inside him, the beginning of a deep change. Back in the car, the change manifests physically. When Loritz complains of being cold, Magna reaches for the window crank and accidentally shatters the glass with a touch. A moment later, disconnected from the clear blue sky outside, Magna states simply, "It's going to rain soon." His family dismisses it, citing a perfect weather forecast, but in the very next second, a heavy downpour erupts. Soon after, they arrive at their new home. Outside, Magna's eye is caught by a brochure detailing the town's environmental pollution. At the local school, Magna and Loritz are introduced to their classes. We learn Magna has dyslexia, making reading a challenge, while Loritz is a quick-witted smart aleck. They are assigned seats. Loritz lands next to a girl named Jirai, but poor Magna is relegated to the back, next to a girl named Isolde. Their teacher begins a new chapter, Ragnarok. He explains that Edda was the last town in the world to stop worshipping the old gods. He also mentions a chilling local legend, that some gods might have stayed behind, forgotten, along with their ancient enemies, the giants, monstrous forces of chaos. Later at lunch, while the other kids socialize, Magna sits alone. Seeking company, he joins Isolde. Their quiet meal is interrupted by Fjord, a boy from the town's richest family, who relentlessly bullies Isolde for her passionate environmental activism. Isolde then lays out the town's power structure for Magna. She warns, "If you want to hang out with them, you have to stop hanging out with me." That's Fjord's sister, Saxa. And that woman is Ran, the school principal. Her husband built this school. Basically, this family owns and runs everything. Magna is stunned by how unbelievably beautiful and agelessly young they all look. After school, Isolde discovers her bike has been vandalized. Resigned, she says, "The kids here always get back at me like this. Now I'll have to get it fixed again." Magna offers, "Well, I can at least try." Though Isolde knows the thick metal wire is impossible to bend by hand, Magna straightens the tire out perfectly with a simple squeeze. That same night, he feels his body changing, growing bigger. The next day, the class is assigned a project on environmental pollution. Magna and Isolde are grouped with Jirai, the girl Magna has a crush on. Isolde immediately points the finger at the Judel family, whose massive corporations, she argues, are directly responsible for the town's melting glaciers. Meanwhile, Turid has a meeting with Principal Ran about Magna's behavioral issues. As they talk, Magna feels a sudden, sharp unease, sensing they should close the window. They ignore him, and moments later, something crashes right